Welcome to FootballGamePlan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Tyler Merkovich in studio with the Zarda playbook, Emory Hunt, and you just went over your quarterback film. Now I want you to come out with your top 10 pro prospects in college football right now. Let's build it up for some dramatic effect. So let's start out with number 10. Who are you going with?
I'm going with a shocker here. I'm going out west to the WAC. I'm gonna pick quarterback Colin Kaepernick, Nevada, 6'5", 230. He's a guy that rushed for 1,000 yards, threw for 2,000 yards. He has an NFL-sized arm. Yes, he runs a pistol offense, but I like him as watch his measurables. I watch the way he plays, his skill set. He has an awesome skill set that can translate to the NFL.
That's the pistol offense they run over there in Nevada. He's going to put up the numbers for scouts' liking, that's for sure.
Definitely will.
Number 9.
I'm going with another guy out the Southwest, Trevor Vittatoe, out there in Utah. Here's a guy that reminds me of Josh Freeman. He's 6'2", 230, 33 touchdown passes and 9 interceptions. 3 of those interceptions came in the first game of the season off tip passes. So this guy is impressive, has impressive accuracy. I love his leadership ability, and he's going to get UTEP probably into a bigger bowl this year. I like him as a quarterback in the NFL.
You can't go wrong with a quarterback from Texas, as they are breeded over there in that state. Number 8.
Number 8, I'm going to go with Zak Robinson, quarterback, Oklahoma State. Here's a guy that plays on a team with a stacked talent. Des Bryant, amazing wide receiver. Last year he had Brandon Pettigrew. You look now, he has Kendall Hunter, another running back. Big left tackle, Russell O'Connor to protect him. I like Zak Robinson. He's a real good player. He's 6'3", 220, 35 touchdowns last season. He's a real good player. I like him.
That's underrated speed. He can get out the pocket, throw it long.
He's very mobile.
Mike Gundy is going to have him looking fresh for the scouts.
He is very mobile, and overall he's thrown 51 touchdowns and 17 interceptions, and completes 65% of his passes. So he's accurate with the football, and he does have a strong arm.
Let's go to number 7 on your big board of quarterbacks.
Darryl Clark, Penn State quarterback, 6'2", 230. He runs the spread HD out there in Happy Valley. I like his leadership. I watched one thing that caught my attention was when they played Wisconsin last season. He was a real big leader in that game, leading that team to victory. I like him as a quarterback. He reminds me a lot of a guy that can come in, maybe not be your starter, but can eventually win you some games. A bigger version of Seneca Wallace that can run the football and throw accurately.
Byron Leftwich.
Right, somebody that comes in, and wins a game or two for you. I like Darryl Clark. He's a real good his skill set, his leadership is going to help him, fly up the draft boards.
Number 6.
Number 6, I'm going to go with Dan LeFevour, Central Michigan quarterback. Here's a guy that's talented. He can run, he can throw. He's a real good leader. He put that program on his back in Central Michigan. I like him as a quarterback. You look at what he's done, 66% completion percentage. And in the biggest games he performs, they're 2-1 in bowl games. His leadership is unquestioned. He's 6'3", 220 pounds. He can play quarterback in the NFL.
And also underrated speed. He has been atop of the MAC quarterbacks these last couple of years. Now it's a senior year. Time for him to step up.
He's a real good player.
Number 5.
Here's the first shocker on the list, if there wasn't any other shockers on my list so far. I like Todd Reesing, quarterback, Kansas, 5'11", 200 pounds. Before Reesing, Kansas was irrelevant football-wise until he got there. Every year he's been there, he led them to a bowl game. So I like him. Sans one year where they missed a bowl game. But I do like Reesing as a leader. I mean, he reminds me of Drew Brees. He's accurate with the football. So far he's 68 touchdown passes and 23 interceptions. He's the all-time passing leader in Kansas Jayhawk history. I like Reesing as a quarterback. Don't let the hype fool you. He can play football in the NFL.
So you love Reesing, but you hate the Jayhawks this year. We'll have to discuss that in another segment. Now, for your top 4 quarterbacks.
This is where you get into the meat of the situation. Number 4, Jevan Snead. There's a lot to like about him. He runs that good offense down there at Ole Miss with Houston Nutt. He's 6'3", 215, 26 touchdowns last season, completed 56% of his passes. Look for that to improve year 2 in that offense. I like Snead. He was originally with University of Texas. Then he transferred over here to play at Ole Miss. I like him as a pro prospect.
Number 3, who is it?
Number 3 on my list, Sam Bradford, the reigning Heisman Trophy winner out there in Oklahoma. pinpoint accuracy. These guys throw the ball 70% of the time, and he's completed 70% of the passes. I like him as a quarterback. Yes, they do have an offensive line that nobody can penetrate, but you have to look at the skill set when you look at the way teams play different offenses and spreads and shotguns. He has awesome accuracy. His anticipation is key, impeccable. 50 touchdown passes last season, 8 interceptions. That's impressive on any level.
Well, the Sooners, they always do the shotgun. I mean, is that going to translate to the NFL, or is this a question mark? And do you believe he would have beat out Stafford for the #1 pick? Would he have been in front of Stafford and Sanchez last year?
Without a doubt, I think he would have beat out Stafford. His accuracy is important. That's the key element to his game. Joe Montana didn't have a strong arm, but anticipation and accuracy is key, and Bradford has that. And he's also a real good leader, and he's a sneaky athlete. Don't sleep on his athletic ability. I think he would have been the type quarterback. When a lot of people look at the spread offense, the passing offense, when they come to the NFL, why change that? Why try to make something they're not? If you like them as a passing quarterback in the spread offense, translate it to the NFL, run the spread.
We'll see how he does under center. It will be interesting. #2 slot.
#2, Colt McCoy, University of Texas, 6'3", 215. This guy
6'3".
You don't think so?
I don't think he's 6'3". He's pushing 6'1" right there, I think.
I think he's 6'. I'm gonna give him 6'3". Colt, we're gonna give you 2 inches. If you're not, then I'll take the loss. But 6'3", 215. Here's a guy, 34 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Remarkable leadership ability. This is a guy, quick release. He will fire it in there, and he's fearless. I like him as a player, I like him as a leader, and I like him as a quarterback.
And drum roll, please. Brrr. #1 prospect for the quarterback position for next year's draft is
Tim Tebow, University of Florida. I know a lot of people may think he won't translate to the NFL. All this guy does is win. He's a true leader. It's hard to ignore 64 touchdown passes in the SEC when defenses are coming to get you. And he's a true leader. He can run the football as well, too. This guy can play quarterback in the NFL. Yes, he plays in a spread offense. Yes, he plays in an unconventional offense. He's asked to make a lot of quick reads or what have you, but this guy can really play football. If you can play football, you can play on my team, and Tim Tebow can play football. And I think his skill set translates to the NFL. He does have a strong arm. He's mobile in the pocket, which is key, and he knows how to win. He leads his team to victory.
Your top 3 guys are all in shotgun, and Florida has actually said that they will go under center more to help Tebow out for the next level. My question is about Tebow. Can he fit it in the windows? I mean, those athletes he has, he just needs to throw it out there, get it to them. Can he fit it in those windows? And I'm shocked that you don't have this guy in even your top 10. It's Ryan Mallett.
Well, with Mallett, he's transferring from Michigan, going to Arkansas. So I have to see more of him. I have to see how he's going to do this year in the SEC with real defenses. But one guy you want to look out for, my sleeper guy, Tim Hiller, Western Michigan University. This guy is 6'5", 230. Amazing arm strength, can throw it all around the stadium. And look for him. He's going to be the all-time leading passing quarterback this year. He should easily top that this season with another 3,700 yards. He's going to be there. This is a real good quarterback. He's going to shoot up a lot of draft boards this season.
And that's the Zarda playbook. Emory Hunt, fresh out the film room, breaking down his top 10 quarterbacks for next year's draft, including his sleeper. For more draft analysis, visit footballgameplan.com/draft.